Ragnarok Online was literally everything that I did when I was 10 years old. But I also built my first website back then. In 2001, I made my first website, and this is my story. As someone, as a digital marketer that is going to reach $100,000 a year of income this year, 2024. I am at the moment at 3,000 a month, so I need to hit about 10,000 to do the average of the year to be 100,000. So yeah, welcome. I'm gonna explain to you a few things, so where I come from, where I'm going, and where I'm at, just so we can have a place to start. So yeah, welcome. When I was 10 years old, I used to play Ragnarok Online, as I said, and I just loved. And one thing that I noticed only far from that moment was that I used to spend a lot of time on spreadsheets. Literally, if you play Ragnarok Online, there was a skill called Azura. I think Azure, something like that. And the beautiful thing about this skill is that it had a big mathematical formula. And I spent hours and hours and dozens of hours trying to figure out how I could hack my way to getting the right stuff to do damage and kill my opponent. And that was amazing. I really love that. It was like, okay, I'm optimizing the formula. And back in the day, like 24 years ago, there was no ChatGPT. This game was completely new, so no one knew exactly what to do and how to get the maximum result. So if you study, if it was, let's say, it was not a saturated game. So if you study, if you spent your time, if you did your due diligence for the game, you would get everything that you wanted, the best results possible. And that was what I did. And it's the same I do today as a professional. But yeah, that's how I started 10 years old. I had my Ragnarok server, which was, I built my website based on that. I built a Ragnarok server. And then I went ahead and somehow I became a researcher at university because a friend came to me and said, Rodrigo, do you want to become an innovation agent? And I say, do they pay something? And he said, yes, okay, I want to buy stuff. I want to go to the mall and buy McDonald's. So that was it. It was completely random, but completely changed my life because I learned what exactly is innovation and all the mysticisms that happen around it. Innovation is usually something really bad, terrible, but people think that it's good. It is not. It is not. Unless you have a ton of money. Yeah. So moving forward, what happened was I'll check yeah, I became a programmer, so I became a programmer. I went to university, software engineer, and I became an internship. That's when I first realized that I was high performer. I was a dick actually, so everybody horizontally hated me. But my managers, they just loved because my performance was higher than the full-time people and the people with much more experience. So it was amazing. I did the impossible. I got the company, all the procedures on the IT department to be precise, fast, and amazing. So it was a pretty nice experience, and I felt like I was like in the peak of my life. Oh, great, I am here. And one thing that I am so grateful, is that was a company, a government company, that it relied on kind of, you need to have a referral to be hired as a full-time. So they would give internships to people in university, but to be hired, it was kind of, oh, you need to know someone. I didn't. I knew my uncle, which she was there. Oh, my auntie, which she was working there, and that was it. But it was not enough. Even with the lead programmer, she was begging for people to hire me because she wanted help, and no one was helping her. And emergencies, I was helping her with emergencies. She was all over the place, and I was the only one who could help her. And yeah, so I couldn't get the job, which was the best thing that happened in my life because I got a little bit sad. But because of that, I went to a different path. Let me check the time on my phone. I need to get a clock or something to check. Okay, so 2014, I then started to try and get to study, to get into a different job, but nothing worked. 2016, I started doing coaching. I was learning. I was about to leave software engineer, so 2016 I did coaching, kind of a step back, a step forward, and I'm not sure what happened, but it was amazing somehow. And I did business coaching, I did trainings, I did a lot of stuff, and things got nice. And I was trying to get my coaching business to grow. I was trying to build an app to be absurdly rich and millionaire in the last 3 months. It didn't happen, by the way. And the beauty was, okay, so I need marketing. And then I went to a marketing. I got a marketing degree, and I like it so much that I ended up leaving it. So, I ended up leaving software engineer to become a marketer, because I believe that marketing has no limit, so you can go as high as you want. And when I got my degree in marketing back in 2020 or 2019, something like that, I was already working. So I was working since 2015 marketing, and I was doing a lot of different stuff. And I became kind of, I remember the analogy of a T-shaped professional, but I'm more of a pie-shaped professional, because I have 1 and 2 legs, and then on top, a generalist. So a pie-shaped professional is someone who has 2 different specialties. On mine is 3, which is software engineering, marketing, and coaching. So I can combine those 2 to become this big piece to understand every single piece of the puzzle. And here I am doing stuff. Then what happened was I started doing a lot of stuff. So I was working with Mark since 2016, but I was horrible. I was not getting results to any clients until 2020. When 2020 hit, 2019 actually, everything was different. Every single client that my hands touched, pure gold. 2021, I was growing. I was making around $3,000 a month by being the lead marketer inside a marketing agency, as well as a WordPress hosting company, mentorship. A lot of things happened at the same time. And then I got my dream realized, which was to get my ex-girlfriend back. But she was living in England, which is where I am at the moment. So I came to England, I got my ex-girlfriend, but she didn't want to come back. I stayed here, so I need to leave my job, and I need to learn how to speak English. So it took some time to be able to really speak, and I needed to get jobs in horrible places like factories, and I got 4 jobs, I believe. On the 3rd one, I got promoted again, so I went from packing stuff inside the boxes to leading a small machine to leading a 13 people crew with a big machine. It was awful. It was the most revealing experience of my whole life. It was awful, but it taught me a lot. And finally, April 2024, I got back to marketing. I got some clients, and I started over. And that's my story. So I hope you like it. And that's my journey to make $100,000 a year as a digital marketer. And this is my background. I hope I felt a bit of emotion on that last part. Still hurts me sometimes, especially because I still have the some of the products that they made. It's everywhere in England. So if I go to the supermarket, I can see the products. I remember, I smell it, and I feel the feeling. The manager shouting. It's Thank you for being here. You should have a link somewhere. If you don't, just hit subscribe button. And I'm not sure what happened. I think okay, it's my house is haunted. See you next time. Subscribe for more, and bye bye.